welcome back to Valley Sports. I am Lainey Boger here today with Janelle Green. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm so excited to have you on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Of course. So let's get right into it. And you've been playing volleyball most of your life. What originally got you started playing?
Funny backstory. When I was tiny, like I want to say kindergarten to second grade, I really wanted to be a dancer or a cheerleader. Like that was kind of like my passion. I was peppy and still am peppy, but when I was little, that's what I wanted to do. And I was actually at a cheer clinic, and one of my friends at that time's parents came up to my parents and were like, "Your daughter plays volleyball, right?" And neither of my parents played volleyball. None of their family members played volleyball, so they really knew nothing about the sport. They're like, "What?" And from there, the mom was like, "Here's a coach, Janice Van Gorp, like, go try one of her camps, see if Janelle likes it." And I was tall for my age when I was younger. I grew very early, so I was super tall as a first grader. And so this mom was like, let her test it out, see if she likes volleyball. And like love at first sight, it was like love first time stepping on the court.
Oh, so first grade is when you really started loving it?
I want to say so. Like I want to say it was either first or second grade was when I did my first camps, like first tester runs with volleyball, and since then it's history.
Wow, that's awesome. So did you play any other sports growing up? And like if you did, why did you choose volleyball over those ones?
I did cheer and dance. I played softball for 2-3 years. I did gymnastics. I played tennis for a while.
Oh my gosh, I played tennis.
Oh, I love that. So like from tennis, I play pickleball now with my family too. So like a little bit in that. Those were really the main sports, but I want to say it was like 4th, 5th grade where told my parents, I was like, this is what I want to do. Like I love volleyball. Like all these other sports are cool. They're great, but volleyball is my passion. And so they were like, okay, finish out like 6th grade, finish out like the sports, and then if this is really what you want to do, you can zone in on it. And so I zoned in on volleyball, but I do track. I've ran track for my high school these past 4 years, do high jump 4x1. So yeah. I'm not a solo sport for volleyball, but
it's your main, it's definitely the main one.
For sure.
So Blue Valley North volleyball has been super successful during your time there. For example, winning state your sophomore year. So what has been the key to keeping this team so strong?
I would say the key of keeping this team so strong these past 4 years would be the culture we have there. Especially these past 3 years, we've all really loved each other. We've all set our expectations high, and we all knew we could reach those expectations that we set for ourselves. So it's about holding each other accountable, holding yourselves accountable, and growing this culture at North that I hope continues to grow, where the girls love each other and we play hard because we love each other. Like I hang out with my volleyball teammates outside school. I still keep in touch with all the underclassmen that were on my team this past year. I still reach out to them and check in about, hey, how's your club season going? Hey, how's school going? Like
that's good.
Within 3 months, we built a connection that hopefully lasts a lot longer.
So what is the biggest difference from your club teams to your school volleyball team?
I would say the biggest difference between my club team to my school volleyball team would be there's a level of competitiveness that shifts slightly. Obviously, a club team, you get a hand select who's on that team, or the coach gets to hand select who's on that team, where high school, it's who feeds into the high school. So your club teammates there's just a little bit more edge to them sometimes. We're all going to pretty high-level volleyball next year, where high school I'm playing against and with some 15-year-olds. So there's a difference of playing against only 18-year-olds and then a mix of 18 to 15-year-olds. So I would say just the competitiveness level, and sometimes the court awareness, not court awareness, but the understanding of volleyball. Me freshman year to me senior year, 2 totally different volleyball players.
Yeah, so being a senior on the team, how do you help lead the team as you're playing with, the underclassmen?
I would say that I've been blessed to be able to lead this team the past few years, and having the ability to build relationships with the girls on the team, not just on the team, but not just on the court, but off the court as well. And the ability to build relationships off the court helps the performance on the court just as equally. So being able to stay calm in tight situations, like close sets, like the younger girls look up to you, and if you're calm, they'll be calm.
Yeah, so what was your favorite part of Blue Valley North volleyball overall, and is there anything that sticks out to you that you'll miss most?
I have to say winning state.
Yeah,
winning
I
state
figured. That's amazing.
That's an unreal feeling. And then 2 years ago, my junior year, we beat Olathe Northwest to go to state in a 3 set, really close at their house. And I love playing against Jillian. She's been on my club team for these past 4 years. We started volleyball together when we were actually 7 to 8 years old.
Oh, wow.
She was on the Janice Van Gorp team with me when we were little peewees. So playing against her was always special, and playing with her is always special. So whenever I got to go up against my club teammates, whether it's Jillian or Leah, any of them, it was just so much fun.
Yeah, that is so fun. Do you want to talk a little bit about your winning state experience your sophomore year?
Yeah, I can. I don't know if there's like a way to describe winning state. Like, it's like amazing. And after coming home on the buses, they had all of the students surprise us in the parking lot, and they were all there cheering us on, like when we pulled into the parking lot, which was amazing. And it's just something really special and really cool. It was the first time North had won state for volleyball. So ever.
Wow.
First time in North history they had won state. So that was awesome. Unfortunately, this year we got second, but still super proud of that. It stung in the moment, but looking back on the season, it was the first time that we had won the MoCan tournament, first time we had won, I think we won 4 of the 5 tournaments we were in this past year. Yeah. So we did a lot of great things this past year too. And the thing I'll miss most about North volleyball, I would say just the atmosphere of when you play games, your friends are in the student section. You know everyone in the student section, whether it's on your side, our student section was great. They came out rowdy, loud, holding signs, and it was special because I could look into our student section, and I would be like, I know all these people. I have class with these people. Or even when we're playing against other schools, like other Blue Valley schools, a lot of the people that are at those schools. So being able to see friends in those student sections, I think that's something really special with high school sports.
Definitely. And so moving on to talking about college, you committed to Cincinnati pretty early after your sophomore year. How did you know that Cincinnati was going to be the right place for you?
I fell in love with their coaches. Coach Molly, Coach Kevin, Coach White, they're all 3 amazing people. And the thing that was most important for me during my recruiting process was finding a family feel. I wanted to find coaches, a program that would love me and love the heck out of me, but would also push me. They know that I could do better and I will do better, so they're going to push me to do better.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. What was the recruiting process overall like for you?
How everyone says the recruiting process is really stressful, I 100% agree.
Yeah, that's what most people say.
Yeah, you just can't get around that. The recruiting process is stressful, but it's worth it. If it's something you want to do, it's 100% worth it. There's going to be a lot of stress leading up to it, for sure. At least for volleyball, we weren't allowed to talk to coaches until June 15th going into our junior year. So I want to say almost since 8th grade, I've been emailing coaches. Wow. I had a list of about 50 different schools, and I would email head coach, assistant coach, recruiting coordinator for all those schools. So wow, what is that? 150 emails I'd send out, and I'd try to send out an email every month to every couple months just to be like, hey, coach, I'm checking in. Here's how my season's doing. Whatever. Wow. Your school seems great. This, that. And I want to say I did that for 2 years, 3 years leading up to when I could actually talk to coaches. And then once the ability to talk to coaches opened up June 15th, I think I took maybe 3 phone calls a day.
Wow.
3 to 5.
Just from different coaches?
Different coaches, different schools, sometimes the same school, but it'd be their head coach or their assistant coach. And it was crazy from June 15th, and then I went all the way till June 30th because then we had nationals, and then we went to nationals, and then I started doing camps. But even when I was traveling to camps, I'd be on the road to a camp, and I would be on the phone with a different coach, just
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild.
Wow. So I know you started this process in 8th grade. Did you kind of know for like once you started playing volleyball, or I guess a couple years later, that you wanted to play in college?
It's always been a dream to play in college, and now that it's coming up, like it's right around the corner, it feels so surreal, and it's really everything that I've worked for because I am undersized as a setter. I've been told that like there's been multiple people who are like, yeah, you're undersized. Like that's just the facts. And so the ability to pursue something I love so much at a Power 5 school is really a dream and something that I've worked really hard for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm so excited for you. And what are you most excited about playing at the college level?
I love this sport, so I'm excited for it to become something I get to wake up and I get to do. I get to wake up, go to practice, go to school. You know, that's something that I find is super special and unique. Not everyone gets to experience that, and the fact that I get to do it at a Power 5 school, at like a Big 12 school, nonetheless, with girls that I've met in my recruiting class and years above me, and the girls in the recruiting class the year below me, that they all seem like great people. Like, I'm just excited that I get to do what I love for another 4 years.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm so excited for you. You're going to have so
Thank
much
you.
fun. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course, I wish you the best of luck at Cincinnati, and I'll be watching. I'm so excited.
Thank you.